It's safe to say that all of us have been asking for an upgraded version of the S2R Baton 2 for quite some time. Well, I'm here to luckily tell you that we actually have it. Here we have the brand new Baton 3 Pro, which is our upgraded version of the S2R Baton 2. Now, we've had a few people that are confused about the names. Yes, this is basically the S2R Baton 3, but we are calling it the Baton 3 Pro instead, so please keep that in mind whenever you see Baton 3 Pro on the internet. Now today in this video, we are going to run through all of the upgrades that the Baton 3 Pro has, and we're also going to do a tabletop overview on how it compares to the previous S2R Baton 2 and even the smaller Baton 3. Now before we do all of that, since this is a video talking about this brand new light, I do want to give one away to a lucky winner in the comment section down below. Now in order to enter to win, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave one comment down below on what is your favorite version of the Baton 3 Pro so far. We've got black, OD green, and tan, and all three colors come in cool white or neutral white, so let us know which one is your favorite out of all 6 versions. Now with that said, let's start going over the details of the brand new Baton 3 Pro. Now, of course, the first upgrade I need to mention is the performance boost with the Baton 3 Pro compared to the S2R Baton 2. I'm going to refer to both lights quite frequently in this video simply because this is the upgraded version. Now the S2R Baton 2, the previous version of this light, has 1,150 lumens with a beam distance of 135 meters. Excellent performance for a small pocket flashlight, but of course with the new version we upgraded that. So this one right here, the Baton 3 Pro, has 1,500 lumens, so you're getting a 350 lumen increase, and it also has a beam distance of 175 meters, which is 40 meters more than the previous S2R Baton 2. Considering that this flashlight is almost the exact same size using the exact same battery, that is a significant performance boost. And what made this possible is all of the technology efficiencies that we put in place over the past few years. Have that be with the circuitry, PCB board, the reflector, even the proximity sensor that we integrated, which we will talk about later. We're now looking at the low mode on the Baton 3 Pro. I'm going to crank it up to the medium mode. You can see there we're starting to get a really nice hot spot there with some good looking spill on the outer edges there. You can also tell the hot spot is a perfect circle there as well. I hate when I see kind of an odd shape for that reflector. Part of the reason why it looks so good is because we do have that proximity sensor hidden inside of the light versus it actually compromising the reflector and the performance. I'm going to go ahead and jump up to the high mode as well. That's looking really good too. Still really nice tight looking hot spot there, and then of course you have the really nice spill on the outside. I'm going to turn this off real quick to show you just how pitch black this is without the light. There you go, so you see nothing, and then I'll bring it back, and again you can see that whole wall with a nice hot spot. I'm going to double tap, go to turbo mode, and just look how incredibly bright this is. 1,500 lumens, looking really nice there. Again, the hot spot is concentrated as it was with the previous modes, and of course that spill on the outside just got even better. So really liking the performance here on this cool white Baton 3 Pro. Now I'd like to go ahead and show you the neutral white version of the Baton 3 Pro. Now the camera might actually adjust the tint a little bit. I do have the camera on manual mode, so hopefully it's not changing the way this looks too much. It does look slightly more cool white on camera than it does look like here in real life, but I'll go ahead and throw on the cool white and you can really see the difference now. So I've got the neutral white Baton 3 Pro on the left and the cool white Baton 3 Pro on the right. You can see how this is much more of a warmer, more yellowish tint here on the left versus the more bluish cool white there on the right. I'm gonna do a double tap to get to turbo mode. And you can see there that you got a little bit more intensity with the turbo mode on cool white, as you would expect. When you get into the warmer tones, the actual The way that it looks in person is a little more intense when it's a cool white versus a neutral white, so keep that in mind. So we have the Baton 3 Pro here on the left, and then we have the S2R Baton 2 here on the right. So both of these are on high mode, which is going to be very similar because the lower settings on both of these are similar. As you can see, the cool white version of the Baton 3 Pro here on the left is actually a little bit more of a warmer tone than the S2R Baton 2. So I think this S2R Baton 2 here that I have in my hand is actually even more of a cool white than the cool white Baton 3 Pro. So if you're obsessed with the coolest white beam that you could possibly get, just keep that in mind that it might be a little bit warmer looking on the Baton 3 Pro. Now if we double tap to turbo mode, you can see that the Baton 3 Pro is drastically brighter here on the left compared to the S2R Baton 2 on the right. I mean, anybody can tell that this is a more intense beam right here. I mean, look at that. It's almost washing out the brick compared to the 1150 lumens on the S2R Baton 2. So right there you can see that there's a huge brightness improvement with the Baton 3 Pro compared to the S2R Baton 2. So you've seen that the performance is improved, and it's really cool that you can get cool white and neutral white with this new Baton 3 Pro. Now, the biggest differences with this light is all of the physical changes that we made to it, even though, again, it's basically the same overall profile. Now, with that said, let's go to the tabletop so I can show all of this to you. Let's start with an unboxing of the Baton 3 Pro. We have our standard Olight packaging right here, and you can see a really nice high-res image of the light. With the tan and the green version, it looks the same. Obviously, the color will just be different. This one right here is specifically the neutral white version, but if you want to check and see which version that you got, you can just see neutral white and cool white here, and the red sticker will be on the one that you chose. This one has the 5-year warranty, which is definitely something that we're known for. We got one of the best warranties in the business. And then also here is your full specification and just full on spec list on the back. So let's go ahead, jump into the light itself, and I can show you everything that it comes with. So I'm just going to slide this out just like that. We're going to have the light itself in this little sleeve here. First thing you want to do with the light, just like pretty much all Olights, is you want to remove the little yellow insert right there that we use for shipping purposes. We'll go ahead, screw the light back together, and we are fully operational there. I'll show you the accessories that it comes with, because it does come with a lot, which is great to see. So we have the MCC3 smart charging cable. So it's the best charging cable that we make. It actually adjusts the output based on the magnetic charging Olight that you connect it to. So awesome charging cable there. Still comes with the really cool little accessory bag. The S2R Baton 2 came with the same bag as well, so I'm glad to see that we didn't remove this from the packaging with the newer version light here. And then right here we have the little dock that you can connect your light to. So basically we just have the dock right here. You have your 3M tape on the back, and then you basically just connect it to something, and then you can attach your light magnetically to that, and then you can store it that way in your home or even your vehicle. A lot of people put these in their trucks. And then also, of course, we do have the user manual as well and some other information there. So all kinds of information there with this light. Really glad to see all of these accessories that come with it, even though it is such a small light that won't break the bank. So now with the unboxing out of the way, I do want to go over some specifications and how it compares to a couple of other really popular Baton series lights. So right here on the top, I have the Baton 3 Pro. In the middle, I have the S2R Baton 2, the previous version. And then below that, I have one of the versions here of the Baton 3. So this should be a pretty good comparison. This is our most popular Baton lights that we currently offer. So I thought it made sense to show you this comparison. comparison. So the first thing I want to talk about is the weight of these. So the weight of the Baton 3 Pro is 3.63 ounces. The weight of the S2R Baton 2 is 3.47 ounces. So just a very, very small, slight increase in weight with the Baton 3 Pro. There is no way that you're going to be able to tell that difference just by your hand. I mean, we're talking what, 0.2 ounces? You're not going to notice that weight change. So I would consider it to be virtually exactly the same. Next, let's talk about the length of these lights, because that is pretty important when you're having something in your pocket on a daily basis. And again, it's just a tiny little change. So with the Baton 3 Pro, it is 3.99 inches, and with the S2R Baton 2, it is 3.94 inches. So what are we talking? A 0.05 inch increase. Again, something that there's no way you're going to be able to tell the difference. And it also doesn't make a difference if you have maybe like a little Kydex holder or something for the S2R Baton 2. I know some people make those and offer those. The Baton 3 Pro will fit in that. There's just not enough of a size change for it to actually matter if you have any sheaths or Kydex holders, anything like that. And to even drive that point home even further, the diameter of both of these lights is exactly the same. So it's still 0.91 inches. So that aspect hasn't changed whatsoever from the body all the way to the head. It is just 0.91 inches on both of these. And the reason for that is because it actually is using the exact same batteries. So we have a 3200 milliamp high discharge rate 18650 battery in both of these lights. It's actually the same battery between the two of them, and that's the way we were able to keep the size the same. If we went to a 21700 battery with the Baton 3 Pro, it would be substantially larger, and we didn't want to do that. We wanted it to be a direct upgrade to the S2R Baton 2. So the first physical difference that you're going to notice is the knurling is completely different between these two lights. So the Baton 3 Pro, obviously we integrated the same knurling pattern that's on the Baton 3, which is going to be more of this elongated rectangular type pattern versus the diamond shape that is on the S2R Baton 2. This is a little bit nicer to your hands. This is a little bit more aggressive feeling, and it can get a little more uncomfortable over time. This Baton 3 Pro, it feels a little less aggressive, but it actually is the same grip, if not more, than the S2R Baton 2. So it's a little nicer to hold, and you're not losing any of the functionality whatsoever. So I would consider that to be a nice upgrade. The next thing I want to show you guys, and a huge improvement on the Baton 3 Pro, is the pocket clip. First thing I want to show you is look at the length of these clips. The Baton 3 Pro clip right here is easily a third longer than the S2R Baton 2. That means that you're going to actually have more of the clip itself holding the flashlight in your pocket, so that way you're a lot less likely to have it come out of your pocket under duress. That's really nice to see. Last thing you want to do is have your flashlight falling out of your pocket. Next cool thing about it is the actual part that clamps onto the neck of the flashlight itself has been substantially upgraded. You can see that the surface area, this distance right here, the width of the clip is much larger, probably about 3 times as wide. So that way you're getting a much larger, firmer hold on the flashlight from the clip itself, which means that this clip is not going to fall off the light. Next thing about the clip is it is substantially wider. You can see the top of the clip itself there. Hopefully you can see that this distance right here has been improved dramatically with the Baton 3 Pro. Again, you're getting more surface area that's holding on to your pocket, meaning that it's much less likely to fall out. Also, just the sheer thickness of the metal has been drastically increased with this pocket clip too. I mean, I could just go on and on about the benefits of this clip. We also decided to put the lanyard hole at the bottom versus the top, so that way it doesn't get in the way when you're using the light. I mean, there's just countless upgrades here to the Baton 3 pocket clip. I think the clip itself, that by itself, is worth the upgrade from an S2R Baton 2. Next huge difference on these is the switch itself. You can see that this side switch on the Baton 3 Pro is easily twice the size of the one on the S2R Baton 2. But what's really cool about it is that it's actually recessed and concaved, meaning that you're actually less likely to accidentally press this larger switch than this smaller switch, because this larger one is fully recessed, meaning that there's no real way to accidentally press it if something is pushing up against it, like the inside of your pocket. The S2R Baton 2, it actually is possible because it's actually more of a button top. So it's not concave and recessed, so that way you could actually press this down. So it's nice to see that you're less likely to press the switch on this one, even though it's about twice the size and much easier to find and press even if you're wearing gloves. So huge benefit to the Baton 3 Pro increase in switch size there. Now the last major upgrade I want to talk about is something we're calling the OHPS, and it's actually some technology that we pioneered and something that you have never seen in a tiny EDC flashlight before. So the OHPS is the Olight Hidden Proximity Sensor, meaning that this tiny little flashlight right here actually has a proximity sensor in the front of it, even though you can't actually see it whatsoever. Really cool thing about that is that allows us to have an extremely safe flashlight that will dim down an output if something is in front of it, which is something that you want to see in every single high output flashlight. But what's cool about it is there's nothing actually obstructing the reflector and the lens itself. That way we're able to increase the candela, increase the lumens, increase the efficiency, all of that good stuff that you want to see in a compact light. So this Olight Hidden Proximity Sensor really is a big deal, not only for this Baton 3 Pro, but really any EDC flashlight in the future. And hopefully I can drive that point home, because right here I have a Warrior 3S, and you can see we had to take this big chunk out of the reflector here at the bottom in order to put that proximity sensor in there. And then also I can show you here on the Baton 2, so same thing. We had to drastically change the inside shape of the reflector and take a chunk out of it in order to have that proximity sensor. As you can see here, you don't see that really big proximity sensor in there. So it's a very exciting technology and allows us to incorporate these features into a product and have it not compromise any of the performance. We're actually able to increase the performance because of it as well. So glad to see the OHPS, and I really hope that we see it in more Olight models in the future. So just as a quick recap, and I also wanted to show you the green and the tan version here. So we have the 3 different Baton 3 Pros here. We have the S2R Baton 2 there on the side. Now again, the increase in weight and length really has no effect on the light whatsoever. It's going to feel exactly the same in your pocket, and it's even compatible with the same sheaths if you are using one at home. Also, I'd like to mention, of course, we talked about how the knurling has been improved, the pocket clip, the switch itself, the front reflector with the proximity sensor. We've got increased run times with this as well. The moonlight mode, the 0.5 lumen moonlight mode on the Baton 3 Pro runs for 120 days straight, whereas on the S2R Baton 2 it's only for 60. So we added 2 months of runtime to the moonlight setting on a light that's literally the same size. I mean, it's 0.05 inch difference. I find that to be incredible. Also, most of the settings have better run times as well. Even at the 1500 lumen setting on the Baton 3 Pro, we managed to squeeze out the same run times on that versus the S2R Baton 2. So you got 2 minutes on that 1500 lumens, and then it starts to slowly drop down. Same thing with the S2R Baton 2, but this one is only 1150 lumens. So efficiencies across the board, upgrades across the board, and now we finally have it in OD green as well. So you've seen the performance, all of the different versions of this light that we have available. You've also seen all of the upgraded features over our previous versions of the Baton series lights. Now the best part about all of this is the price. So these are only $49.99 by themselves, no matter what color or emitter that you choose. But we also have some amazing bundles with deals up to 40% off. My favorite bundle of the sale is the black Baton 3 Pro with the black Gober right here. Now this isn't the kit version, so this is the one that just comes with one module and the belt clip, but these together is only $50.96. So keep in mind what I just said. It's $49.99 to get one of these Baton 3 Pros by themselves. If you get them in the bundle, it's less than $1 more to get an extra Gober here with a belt clip. What an amazing deal, and the fact that free shipping on our website is $49 or more. So you could literally get this combo right here for $50.96 out the door. That is a screaming deal on some brand new products. Now keep in mind, that's only one of the bundle options that we have on the Baton 3 Pro. We have bundle options with the tan and the green version with some other products as well. The best thing I can tell you to do is go to our website, olightstore.com. The link is in the description. All you have to do is go down there and just click one button to check it out. And then from there, you can see all of the listings that we have for this and get ready for Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time when these actually become available. Also keep in mind that this is only one product that we have available for our Ofan Day sale event. The sale is going to be going on from Tuesday night all the way until Friday night, and practically everything on our website is up to 45% off, including several other brand new products as well. So I highly suggest checking out all of that and take advantage of those deals as well. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I hope you're pumped about the new Baton 3 Pro. This really is an exciting product, not only for Olight, but for the entire EDC industry. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.